Welcome to the WBIT semifinals here in Indianapolis, Indiana.
Welcome to the Hinkle Fieldhouse in Indianapolis, Indiana. Welcome to the 2025 WBIT with the Villanova Wildcats take on the Belmont Bruins. And this is probably the semifinal game.
It'll be 2-seed Minnesota and 3-seed Florida. Minnesota needing an overtime to knock off Gonzaga.
So this is the first semifinal game, and the winner of this game head on for the championship this Wednesday at 6 p.m. on ESPNU. And then after that, we do got one more semifinal game. It's coming your way.
And these two teams know this tournament very well. They were both
Let's see what it was.
It's a whole new year. It's a whole new year, but they love playing in the WBIT and playing towards the end of March. It was so awesome in their press conferences. Both teams said they just love playing together and they just don't want the season to end. I expect a lot of.
And then up next after this, it's going to be Minnesota versus Florida. That'll be the last semifinal game, and
she's leading the way at both ends. Well, Bosco, she is
but on the same time,
she's playing some of her best basketball in the WBIT. She's upped her averages from 16 points, now averaging 23 points.
Well, let's see how long the second. It will last until 7 o'clock. Oh boy!
One of their most impressive games, knocking off top seed James Madison.
All right, this is what's going on.
Their nickname is Splashville. They come from Nashville because they're all about the three-point. We're led by Tootie Jones, who had 26, and she and the third member of our team, Ashley Chamonix, and Ashley, Villanova is hoping that it feels like a home court advantage here today at Hinkle.
Oh, absolutely. You guys mentioned it. Both teams have been to the WBIT before in its inaugural year last year, but Villanova made it all the way to the championship game, eventually losing to Illinois. So they know what it is all about, playing at Hinkle, know what this atmosphere is like. They know the level of competition this tournament brings, or at least most of their players do. This Villanova roster features a lot of newcomers and younger players. You guys mentioned the freshman standout, Jasmine Bosco. Overall, though, Villanova head coach Denise Dillon just gave all the credit to the players for playing this late in March. Belmont lost in the second round in the WBIT last year, so this a new experience for the Bruins. Should be a good one, guys.
Yeah, it should be actually, and we talked about different teams. Well, Villanova just one starter back from that team that made their way to that championship game against Illinois. There's a lot of new, and there's the head coach for Belmont. That is Bart Brooks in his 8th season. So many impressive stories on both sides. Just these coaching trees on both sides.
And the head coach is Bart Brooks for Belmont Bruins.
Not to mention this great basketball that both teams love to play. Get out and run and shoot that long ball.
And we are on our way. Here we go.
For Belmont, averaging about 71 points per game. Villanova, a little lower than that, but the defenses on both sides have been stifling to their opponents, especially here late. We'll see which system is going to work out. Sometimes that happens, Chris. So what's going to win out? The offense or the defense? But you see it there. Belmont gets on the board early with that excellent high-low look.
Welcome to 2025 WBIT semifinal.
And that's going to open some things up inside.
Villanova Wildcats versus
Jasmine Bosco. Who else stands out to you? Oh, I'm going to take a look at Maddie Weber. She averages 7 points last season, more of a role player, and now she's stepped up big, averaging over 14 points a game, and she's a 3-level scorer for the Wildcats. She hit a big game-winning 3. You're right. In their
all right, it's all down to this. Whoever wins this game will hit on for the championship. This Wednesday on ESPNU.
You can see on both sides of the floor that the players are very versatile. They can play 1 through 5, and you're going to see motion offense from both teams where you drive and kick to your open shooter. Yeah, pretty much anybody might bring the ball up this way. It's spacing right now for the Wildcats. There's Weber. We talked about her quick release.
Whoa! 3!
Excellent backdoor cut, but then space back out. That's what you'll see Villanova do, always trying to stay and space out the court. It's a confident shot. I wasn't sure she was completely open, but it didn't matter. And there's the mismatch bit of the size differential. It doesn't matter. Say, what size differential, says Berg?
Yeah, you see Burke right here, and you'll see a lot of her with that face mask, but gets downhill and then comes back out. There's always going to be a cut and then a secondary cut with this Wildcat offense.
Well, this dude's 6 feet. You see the face mask. She's had to wear it almost this entire season since early January. Got the broken nose at Georgetown, and she's just an easygoing leader for this team and doesn't seem to be fazed by that. She's got the thumb taped up.
Right. When we were able to talk with her yesterday during shoot-around, it seemed like nothing fazed her. She was cool as a cat.
And another three for Villanova.
She's like, this is like a home court advantage for us after they played in the Big East out here against Butler.
Jalea Green getting into the action. It's a 6-0 run for the Wildcats. Coming back with some big threes.
No.
Quick one won't drop for LaChapelle and the Bruins.
And you mentioned that earlier, Krista, about both teams are going to, whoever gets that rebound, it's time to get the rebound and get out and run and gun. So the versatile players of being able to dribble and penetrate.
We're underway in the first quarter.
That open court. You'll see it here. They get a foot in the paint. That is key for Villanova to be able to draw in the defense and then kick for that three-point shot.
The transition defenses have to be on, using the high screen, but the shot off the mark for Bosco. It'll go the other way.
I like that look by Bosco, though. She has an excellent mid-range game. She really brings that dynamic to the Villanova offense. She can stop and pop from that 15-foot range.
Her numbers have been off the charts.
So, starting
WBIT competition, almost 20 points per game on average, almost 6 assists a game, and a couple of steals as well. Kick out. Cheeseman rattles down the 3-ball.
That was
and the shot is good by Belmont.
On one end was exactly what happened for Belmont on the other. They got inside the lane, and then the replacement on the backside of the three.
Cheeseman, the senior out of Tampa, Florida. Transferred in a couple seasons ago from Vanderbilt. Bosco. Body bump. Can't get that one to drop. And that hesitation by Jalen Banks gets the D in the air, and she's going to go to the free throw line.
The offense is really moving for both teams, and we thought we would have an offensive game when we were able to watch their, coming into the WBIT. But that's what I love to see teams right now is being aggressive. You want to create action off the bounce, and that's what Belmont was able to do.
Yeah, you kind of got to test things out, kind of see how they're going to call the game. The first one's good for Jalen Banks, sophomore out of Spring Hill, Tennessee. She's a big reason this team was able to get the winner against Northern Arizona in the second round.
Such a play.
Oh my goodness, what a comeback for Belmont. You see the numbers and her accolade. She's going to get a breather. If this pace keeps up, I think both coaches are going to have to go to the bench a little sooner.
I know, our heads are on a swivel out here trying to keep up with this offense. And they're going to play very similar with 5 out, and everyone is very versatile, being able to drive and look for that open thing. I'm going to see what adjustments they start to make on the defensive end.
Yeah, there's a lot of freedom, and that's movement without the ball making the difference, but the shot blocked of Carter's as she cut in. Trail by Cheeseman off the iron, but not giving up on it. It's Tripp who just came in, knocked to the floor. And the Wildcats push. With a quickness. Wow, I mean, just diving head first for the ball. This one means something to these two teams.
It definitely means something. No bigger than the heartbeat of the team. That's what they call Tootie Jones. That as her energy and her fire goes, is how Belmont goes. You see her right now giving that extra play and going on the floor. We're only a couple minutes in, but she's making things happen for the Bruins.
I love the effort, and both of these coaches said, they're veteran teams, and they understand it's win or go home. These teams want to keep it going. Weber between the legs, spins it in. Nice move, gets the shooter's touch.
Ooh, what a move, just a little one-on-one action right there, and she got deep into the paint. That's what made her be able to rise up and fit that J.
Wildcats needed that when they were on a bit of a scoring drought, and they got the 1-point lead. It's bouncing back and forth early. Harrison's checked in, gets it inside. How about an and one? Physical play. And Kendall Holmes is going to go try to make it 3 points.
Look at look at Weber right here. Little one-on-one breakdown, but getting that rise up on that spin. And then on the other side, Belmont doing an excellent job with their backdoor cuts, hitting right into the middle of the rim. And that's when you're so deep, you can't defend that, Krista. So that's why you get that and one play. I love how the whole team swarmed right there.
Oh, I loved it. It was a beautiful move. And so was this one for Kendall Holmes, the grad student transferred from South Dakota this past season. She seems to be the character on the team. She was with her teammates in the press conference yesterday, and she was trying to make them laugh.
Yeah, but sitting way behind us, and I think they can say but she's been playing excellent basketball for Holmes, and brings the lightness, which is always important at this time of the year.
It certainly is. So that
And his shot is good, and his three is tripled by Villanova.
They are perfect 3 for 3 behind the arc.
You can just feel that energy and that confidence with the Wildcats right now.
Defense with the takeaway as Belmont was trying to work it inside to Carmen Harris, who's checked in. Low. High arcer, no good. Tipped into the hands of Jones.
One thing Villanova is doing great at is getting into the middle of the paint. They're swarming him, but great read. That was even better read by Jones. Instead of getting into where all the defense is, you stop for that 16-footer.
G. Jones, the grad student out of Troy, Alabama, averages about 10 points per game. Both teams really balanced attack. Everybody that's out there is looking to score.
And that's what makes the WBIT so special, because you have excellent top teams that play really well together.
A turnover.
You're right.
And gets to go.
Bosco, the freshman out of Ontario. First team All Big East. Part of the all-freshman team, obviously, and only Maddie Segrist, you probably heard that name. She's the only one that was ever a first teamer as a freshman.
That's just so impressive, because the Big East is full of excellent guards, and you hear that with Maddie Segrist, one of the top players in all of Villanova's history.
So timeout, this one bouncing back and forth. 4-seed Villanova hanging on to the 1-point lead over Belmont. First quarter action in this semifinal here in the WBIT.
We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere.